Massive oil spill in the Gulf.
One of the largest and worst environmental disasters in U.S. history.
The worst man-made disaster in the Gulf of Mexico.
So the Deepwater Horizon oil spill happened in April of 2010. Now here it is 9 years later, and we're still seeing dramatic effects from that spill resonating in the ecosystem of the Gulf of Mexico. We found that even after a relatively brief exposure to a relatively low level of oil, there was a significant reduction in the ability of the stingrays to detect odors. We looked not only at how well they detect odors with their nose, we also looked at how well these stingrays detect electric fields with their electroreceptors, totally different sense. And so their prey items that may be buried under the sand, they would normally detect them with the electric fields. Now, not only are the oil-exposed stingrays unable to smell, they're also unable to detect electrically, so they are doubly impacted. So we only looked at acute exposure, 48-hour exposure at the most. It would be really interesting to see what happens after that. After they were exposed to the oil, does it wash out? Does their olfactory come back? Are they able to smell again afterward? Or is it more of a long-term damage that's been done? Once you get that oil into the muddy sediment, the idea is that's going to percolate up for years. And so there may be some long-term impacts that you don't see even after the oil appears to disappear. There's probably still impacts happening, and so that awaits future experimentation. The stingrays that we study typically live for about 8 to 10 years, and so the ones who were impacted by the spill are probably pretty much gone by now anyway. But in the meantime, there have been a lot of other little baby stingrays born, and it does raise the question: what happens if you're born into a habitat that has this level of background pollutant in it? Does being raised in that sort of environment impact your ability to develop a good sense of smell? Again, I don't know the answer. Someone knows, or someone will find out eventually, but we don't know yet.